Welcome. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel called Walk With Me. I hope all of you are walking in faith, and I hope all of you are walking in the right, on the right paths and on the right roads. And today, I just want to talk about the name of this video is Heaven, Hell, and Earth. Heaven, Hell, and Earth. A warning to everyone of what's to come. Now the Bible, like people say it's the last days and stuff, and they say it's the last days. They don't mean that the earth is coming to an end. They mean that a transition is about to happen. I want to say that somebody at work made me realize this. My brother Mario from work helped me realize this. It doesn't mean that the world is coming to an end. It means that a transition is coming. A transitional period is coming. And like any transition in life, when a transition comes, there's a shock to the system. There's a uncomfortable feeling in the body and the soul. There's this anxiety. There's this chaos that usually comes when a huge transition comes. And that's what's happening right now very soon. A huge transition is coming. Especially here in America. It sounds crazy, but I'm grateful that America is going on this downturn and that America is beginning to, it seems like we're going the wrong way economically. And what this is going to cause is a lot of us to struggle. And I don't say that because I want people to struggle and because I want them to be hurt from it, but I say that because I know that this suffering that will come from this struggling is a good type of suffering that can actually have good come from it, and it can break us away from our evil habits. But the suffering that we have been enduring our whole lives is not beneficial. The suffering we have been enduring our whole lives is unbeneficial. It's unbeneficial suffering. It's fiddling and dancing with the devil. The devil has taken over. The devil has flooded our minds. The devil is all across our social media screens, and we go to that social media all day, and we scroll not knowing what's going to come up next on the next pop-up. We take everything from that into our minds, and our minds are filled with evil things. And when your mind is filled with evil things, then the results of the outside world will appear evil as well. You will see things that you never thought were possible before. You don't realize that it's all because of your actions are leading you to these places. The world is such a simple place if we just follow the rules and be obedient and remember to stay humble no matter what. I had to tell this to myself. I found myself getting it was an inward thing, like it's never outward with me, because even if I feel prideful or I feel arrogant, no one else can see that arrogance or that pride but me, because I don't let it slip from my mind. But I personally know that if it's in my mind, then it's there. Even if I don't put it out into the world, it's in my mind, which means that it shouldn't be there in my mind. I shouldn't be getting prideful. I shouldn't be feeling like I'm some person that's better than any other body walking across this earth. We're all walking across this earth. What makes my walk across this earth any more special than anyone else's walk? Even if I do good and someone else does bad, does that make me better than them? Was I just blessed to be called to do good? Because I didn't choose to do good. I did bad myself, but I was called to do good, and I'm blessed that I was. So it's just having the realization that I did none of this. None of this was none of this was my doing. So that humbleness, remember to remain humble. In the Bible it says, exalt yourself and you will be exalted. In other words, humble yourself or you will be humble. It says, a man is proud before his downfall. I found myself getting proud because I started doing good things, I guess. And I started really like having some truly powerful insights that were truly strong insights. And like grateful to see them, but I saw myself getting arrogant and overly confident. Well, I don't want to say overly confident. There's no such thing, but I started putting my confidence back in myself. My confidence isn't in myself. My confidence should be in the truth and the truth only. The only thing that my confidence should rest in is the truth. So I have to remind myself that my confidence is not in myself. I have no confidence in myself. My confidence lies in the truth. So any display of confidence that you see that comes from me is not confidence in myself, but confidence in that which is true. Confidence in that which I know as true. Confidence in the wisdom that was given to me. See, we got to realize that too. Even wisdom. I said that. I said this in past videos. I said wisdom is yours to keep, and I want to take that back. That's a terribly wrong comment. Wisdom is not yours to keep. Because if wisdom was mine, I would have had it already. But it was given to me. Wisdom was given to me. It's not mine. I didn't make this wisdom. This wisdom came to me, and wisdom is of the nature that the same wisdom I have is the same wisdom another person can have, which shows that we both have the same wisdom. It shows that it's not from us. It's from somewhere else. This wisdom came from another spot. I read this in the Bible. It said, well, why boast about your wisdom? Was that wisdom not given to you? And then I had to sit there and think like, wow, that's an interesting quote. Just like everything else, the wisdom is not even yours. But it's given to you. It's already there. So yeah, this is just a warning. Let me get back to the main topic. This is a warning to everyone out there. If you're living wrong or doing anything you know you shouldn't be doing, stop it now. Because now is the time where corrections are about to be made. God is coming to make corrections, and I would like to warn you, do not be afraid and do not be scared. Or if you are afraid and you are scared, I want to say just endure that fear, and fear turns into faith. And when fear turns into faith, you have nothing to worry about. All that's left is endurance. You have to just endure the rest. So you can rest in knowledge. But not quite rest yet, because you have a lot more to endure until you're at the end and you have nothing left to endure. Then you can rest forever in complete peace and freedom from everything, anything. So be diligent in what you allow yourself to watch in this world. This world is coming to a point where there's a lot of evil things and a lot of things that the devil has put out there. It's not good things. It's filthy things being spread around. It's these videos on the internet that are absolutely, utterly, just completely disgusting. Disgusting things are happening in these videos on these websites, these porn videos. And I don't really want to mention it because it gives kind of power. But I do want to mention it because it needs to be a light shined on it. You have to shine a light on evil things sometimes. Sometimes you just let it go and you just let it slide. You don't speak on some things because there's no point. But other things you have to really shine a light on. And I really want to shine a light on things like porn and how evil it is, how disgusting those videos are, how ungodly those videos are. People think that just because they're not going out and having sex, that they can go to their phones and they can look at these videos and it's okay, because technically they're not going out and doing anything to anyone. But I want to tell you, it's far worse. It's far worse to watch these videos, because you have to realize you're watching several videos of filthy, disgusting things, and that's being put into your mind. And the power of lust is already strong enough. So you're giving lust more power. So you're giving the enemy even more power. So you're arming the enemy with weapons that it didn't have unless you armed it with it. So stop arming the enemy with these videos, because you're arming him. And maybe you haven't faced the enemy yet, but when you face the enemy, you're going to see how truly bad these things are, how bad for your mind they are, how much they want to consume you. Anything that wants to consume me is not my friend. Anything that wants to consume me is not on my side. And I lived that way for so long, and I'm happy that I don't live that way no more. And I'm happy that I can never live that way again. To where my sexual desire, my lust leads my life. To where it makes the decisions for me. To where I'm a slave and I'm whipped by it, and I'm allowing it to cause me, like the mind states that come from these lustful things can be chaotic, and it can be hard to keep your composure in it. But you have to keep your composure. That's the only way. Keep your composure. When you see lust comes and your mind is just going chaotic over this lust, keep your composure, my friend, and just watch it happen so that you don't act out of it. It's a hard battle. It's a tricky battle. But the thing is though, is that the devil only has so many tricks, and his tricks are limited because the devil is of this world. The devil is of this this world we're in. And this world that we're in is very limited. That's evil. That's what I mean when I say the devil. The devil is anything that is evil, anything that consumes people. But good is not of this world. Good is of a higher place. Good is of a higher nature. Good is unlimited. That's the thing. Bad and evil and good are just as powerful as one. It sounds crazy. It's gonna sound wrong, but evil and good, good and evil, just as powerful as each other. It's just one calls for you to be a slave. Evil calls for you to be a slave to it. But good tells you to go and be free. So it's a different type of power, because one power destroys you and one power liberates you. The power of evil makes you a slave to things. The power of good makes you free to do whatever you would like. I want you to take that in. They're just as powerful as one another. Good is just as powerful as evil. The only thing that makes good surpass evil is that good allows for freedom, and that's what everyone wants. Evil calls for you to be a slave to it. Evil says to you, come be a slave to me, and good says to you, go out and be free. But the thing is, you can't just go out and do whatever you want. I don't want you to take that statement wrong in that way anyway. You can't just go out and do whatever you want, but you have to study to see what's right and what's wrong by the laws of this world, not by anyone else's opinion. Meaning, don't go out and study and look at your phone and go to Google and search up and go to YouTube. No, sit down with yourself alone for a few hours a day and contemplate. Sit down by yourself with no one around, just you, and contemplate. Look at this mind. Study it. When you're walking out, don't forget, it's all still a study session. Be mindful. I'm walking out and I'm at work. Okay, let's see how this mind reacts to my environment at work. What is this mind? What is the mind? Where is it? Never mind. Don't ask where is it. That doesn't really matter. What is this mind? What is the nature of it, and how does it work? And in studying this mind, you see, okay, the mind is of the nature that it picks up whatever it is given. So whatever it is given, that's what the mind picks up. That's the nature of it. That's how it works. Okay, so now I know whatever I give this mind is going to pick up. And some things I can't control. Like I go to work and someone says something, I can't control that my mind picked that up. But I know that my mind will pick it up, and I will have to endure whatever comes from that. But I will make sure that I do whatever in my power to give my mind the best food that it can have. Even if someone else comes and taints it with their evil or their things, I will use the good that I supply my mind in my own in solitude. That's why it says a man is only a man. Who a man is when he is alone at home is truly who a man is. That's truly who a man is. What you do when you're alone, when it's just you, is very important, because what you do then helps you to weed out the evil in the world. So if you do good, the more good you do, the less power evil can have on you. Because when evil is the only thing you know, then that's all you know, so it will consume you. But when you've seen good, when you've seen just the taste of good, now you see you have another option. That's so important, to have that other option, to look for that other option. You have to search for it first. And then once you have that option, evil cannot nearly have as much control as it had before. So yeah, this is just a video warning you that correction is coming right now. It's happening right now. And in the next 50 years, there's going to be a lot of work that we're going to have to do. A lot of things we're going to have to endure, but I know that the glory is great. And I'm a believer. I'm a strong believer. My belief is as strong as it's ever been before. My belief is skyrocketing. It's great. Even when I feel unsure, my faith is just so strong. It keeps me going. My mind is armed with good now. There's some good there. And when I feel down, and when that happens, it's good there to tell me, hey, keep going. It's always this little whisper, good whispers. Good. See, that's why you have to be quiet to hear the good. You can't hear the good around all the noise, around all the people, around this, around that. You have to be very silent to hear good, because it whispers to you. It's a whisper. It's a silent. Evil is loud. It's consuming. It consumes your mind. It's just chaotic. But good whispers. I was sitting there and I was meditating, and I was having a hard time because my mind was in a lustful state and I was being tormented by this lust. Then good. Just a good thought. Because I didn't want to be in this space. I wanted to get away from it. A good thought whispered into my mind, and it said, you just got to face it. Such simple things can go a long way. That sounds like such a simple thing, but that simple, small whisper from good helped me get through this past few weeks. You just gotta face it. You just gotta face it. Because I saw my mom wanting to get away from it. Go here, go there. What do I do? When lust comes, what do I do? I kept asking myself, what do I do? I would get lustful and I would go to YouTube videos. And I would look at what can I do to stop this lust? What can I do? How can I counteract it? I would get lustful, and instead of getting lustful and going out and doing something lustful, I would go play basketball, because in my mind that's much better than going out and doing it. That's much better. But then I was sitting there and I was like, man, none of this is working. I go play basketball. Once I'm done playing basketball, I'm right back in the same position and I'm lustful again. So that's not a good escape. I go to YouTube and I look at these videos and they feel good to watch and they seem wholesome and they seem nice to watch. But then the lust comes back and the YouTube videos aren't going to help me with that. This little whisper just showed me, hey, listen here. You don't have to go and do this, play basketball. You don't have to go to YouTube video. You don't have to go to this person, that person. You don't have to talk about it. Simply, you just have to face it. That's so simple, and that's what I want to tell you. I'll stop looking for. I know I'm not against therapy, but I am against you trying to go to someone else to solve your problems, because you miss out on such great lessons. We don't like that feeling of not knowing. We don't like that feeling of not feeling comfortable. But if we can just settle in with that, don't go to that therapist and just sit there with it. And believe. You have to truly believe I can get through this. And if you truly believe I can get through this, and you push through and persevere, the world, every step you take will begin to become more and more sacred. Every second of every day will have more and more meaning, more and more purpose.